Hey y'all, what's going on? I hope everybody's doing all right. So I wanted to hop on here and make a quick video to kind of talk about something that has been on my mind and on my heart for a while now. And that is about passing. So for those of you who don't know what passing means, it's a term that's used in the trans and queer community to describe a trans person that basically you wouldn't know that they were trans unless they told you. Like physically, aesthetically, they just can pass as a cis woman or a cis man. And like I said, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference of whether or not they were or not. And so, of course, with that comes a lot of privilege within the community. There comes a lot of safety, resources, all different types of things when you pass. But I want to talk about it from my personal view. And my feelings about passing is I don't really give a fuck whether or not I pass. And the reason why I say that is because I watched a video by T.S. Madison the other day, and one of the points that she made, which I've heard her say before, is that no matter what you do, no matter how fishy you think that you are, no matter how cunt you think you are, how soft, how pussy you think you are, there's always going to be someone, some way, somehow that is going to clock you. Now, that doesn't, deter me from trying to, that's not the reason why I'm saying that I don't want to pass, but that's just one important thing to know, that as a trans person, I don't feel like personally there's any way to completely just cover up your transness. And that's just me though. Other people might have another idea of it. But for me, it's just like, I don't really give a fuck because at the end of the day, I am a transgender person. My voice might be a little deep sometimes. I might have a little stubble, girl. I might walk a certain type of way that gives butch. You might be able to clock my feet. You might be able to clock my hands. You might be able to clock me up and down. But I don't give a fuck because as a trans person, I understand this process. And I know who the fuck I am, despite whatever anybody else has to say. Despite what I look like in the morning, despite how deep my voice, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I transitioned for myself. I transitioned for me. I transitioned so that I could be happy and closer to the person that I have known I have been since the day that I was born. The person that I want to be. The person that I am. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need no fucking criticism or no applause, even, from anybody else outside of me to affirm my motherfucking transness or to give me tea bitch, you look so cunt. I understand that it's a compliment, but it's no. I don't value that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to give me a compliment, tell me I look good. Tell me I look beautiful. Tell me I look pretty. But why does my beauty have to be measured? Or why does the value of my beauty have to be determined by how well I can pass as a cisgender person? If I can't pass, I'm not beautiful. You're beautiful if you pass. That don't even make sense. It's just the math of it all that really be getting me and people's attitudes about passing and shit like that. And then at the balls and shit, for realness and shit, that shit just be a little toxic, girl. Ugh. Anyway, but that's just my 2 cents on it. For real, I just don't give a fuck at the end of the day. Y'all can have that shit. Dead ass. I love who I am. I love my transness. I love that. I love everything about me. I love everything that makes me fucking trans. I love everything about me. And I didn't have to hate my body or who I was before to love who I am now. I accept all of that as my trans experience, and nobody will ever be able to take that away from me. I don't give a fuck how much I pass or don't. And that's just that.